If you knew the exact moment your heart breaks, would you still walk in? We all think knowing the future would make life easier. That if we knew when we'd fail, when everything falls apart, we could avoid the pain. But what if knowing the future takes away the only thing that makes life meaningful? Choice. If you knew exactly how your story ends, would you still choose to live it? In Arrival, we follow Louise Banks. Her job is to understand language. But this time, language isn't just communication, it's perception. The beings she meets don't experience time like we do. For them, there is no before, no after, past, present, future, all at once. And when Louise begins to understand them, something changes. She doesn't predict her future, she remembers it. And inside those memories, there's a little girl, her daughter, someone who hasn't even been born yet. But Louise already knows her. She will have her, she will love her, and she already knows how it ends. She will lose her, illness, pain, an ending that cannot be changed. So here's the dilemma. If you knew that the person you will love the most is also the one who will break you the most, would you still let them in? We think life is a line, a beginning, a series of choices, an ending. But what if it was never a line? What if it was always a circle, where the ending was already part of the beginning? And if that's true, then what does choice even mean? Here's the uncomfortable part. Maybe freedom was never about changing the future. Maybe real freedom is seeing it clearly and choosing it anyway. Think about someone you loved. Now imagine knowing exactly how it ends. The last conversation, the moment they're gone, the silence after. Would you still choose it? If you knew a dream was going to fall apart, would you still chase it? Or would you rather never begin, just to stay safe? Louise knows. She has seen everything. The love, the loss, the end. And still, she chooses it. She chooses to love. She chooses to become a mother. She chooses the pain. Why? Because maybe the meaning of life isn't in avoiding what breaks you. It's in choosing it, even when you knew it will. In looking at the story you already know will hurt and saying, yeah, it's worth it. So the question isn't what Louise did. The question is, what would you do if you knew your ending? The heartbreak, the loss, the exact moment everything falls apart. Would you still make the same choices? Or would you choose not to begin? Maybe the bravest thing you can do isn't changing your future. Maybe it's this, knowing it and choosing to live it anyway. If this made you pause, don't just scroll. Comment this. Would you still choose your life if you knew how it ends? I read every single one. And if you're into films that don't just entertain, but challenge the way you see reality, subscribe to Cinemato. Because here, we don't just watch films, we face the questions they're too afraid to answer.